Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we're gonna dive into how to make money uh, anytime there's a stock split. You know what I mean? So if there's a stock split, you should actually be able to capitalize on that to make some gains. But you should be able to know what kind of stocks do you invest your money in. So let's dive into that. So we'll actually cover everything that concerns stock splits, the history of stock splits and all that, and give you few examples and scenarios to be able to understand how to make money anytime the bigger stocks announces their splits or they are engaging in stock splits. So let's understand what a stock split is actually. So a stock split is a corporate action in which a company divides its existing shares into multiple shares to boost liquidity. Well, there are actually two main types. There's a forward stock split and there's a reverse stock split. But mostly there's forward stock splits. People are more interested in that because, for instance, if a company is doing 2-for-1 split, it means if I own one share, I'll own two shares because it's 2-for-1. You know what I mean? For example, the recent stock split by Nvidia, and Nvidia actually did a 10-for-1 stock split, and that means that if I own one share of Nvidia, now I become owner of 10 shares of Nvidia. But the issue is if the price is trading at 1,000, then it will trade at 10. If the price is trading at 1,000, then it will trade at 100. So it's actually dividing the price of the stock into 10, and then that will be the stock price onward from when the stock split becomes effective. So that's what a stock split is, and I'm actually will go ahead and give you more scenarios and examples and history about stock split, so you'll be able to understand what it means and how to capitalize on that. So that's basically like a forward stock split. So if a company is doing 2-for-1, it means if I own one, I'll become owner of two shares because it's 2-for-1. If it's 10-for-1, it means if I already own one share and it's doing 10-for-1, it means I will become an owner of 10 shares because it's 10-for-1. That's a forward stock split. But for example, a reverse stock split, for that, let's say a company is doing 1-by-5, it means the company is actually combining 5 stocks to be one stock. So if I own 5 shares of that stock, so for example, but for 1-by-5, so for example for reverse stock, for 5, let's just say for reverse stock, for example, if I own 5 shares of a stock and a company is doing 5 and a company is doing 1-for-5, it means that if I own 5 shares, all those 5 shares will be combined into one share. So they are actually crumpling up, you know what I mean, like merging all the 5 stocks to become one. But on the other hand, with a forward stock split, it's actually opening its wings, you know what I mean, opening its shares, reducing the price of the stock so that people will be able to afford it and invest in that. And anytime a company does that, it means the company has a potential for more growth, and that's why you've seen most stocks that does the stock split, especially the forward stock split, they tend to, the stock price tend to increase and, move upward, has like an upward trend, as history tells us. And we're actually gonna go through few of them to actually see what I'm talking about later in the video. So, well, somebody might ask that, so why do companies do stock splits? I mean, why, if a stock is trading, for instance, Nvidia, when they did their stock split, Nvidia was trading around 1,200 plus. So, if the stock is trading 1,200 plus, why would they want to reduce the price of the stocks? And why do they have to do the stock split? So at 1,200, they realized not a lot of people will be able to buy more shares because 1,200. So what they can do is to reduce the price, split it, and reduce the stock price, so people will be able to afford it, and invest more into Nvidia. So that's exactly what stock split, especially for forward stock split, is. So, well, companies actually do this to, enhance liquidity. A lower share price makes the stocks more affordable, like I was saying, so it makes it more affordable for the broader investors, for a large amount of people to be able to invest in the company, and it actually often signals that the company expects continued growth, and strong future performance. You know what I mean? Yeah. And also, lastly, it attracts a lot of people because Nvidia, everybody sees Nvidia has AI stuff going on for a while now, and they have potential for growth. AI just started booming, and it has a huge potential. So why not I invest in Nvidia if the price is coming down and all that. So yeah, they really got it spot on, splitting the stock, attracting people to jump in and buy more stocks on that. So all these actually would lead to an increase in demand in the stocks, because once the price is reduced, it will actually increase the demand. People will tend to buy more of that particular stock, and then that's where the stocks shoot up, and that's where people tend to make money. If you want to make gains, you actually just want to buy immediately before the stock split, because definitely once the stock splits, is definitely going to shoot up. The price is going to shoot up. So yeah, this is what we are here to talk about today. So, without wasting much time, let's just jump into some examples of previous stocks that really actually uh, boomed after they did their split. So let's get started. So let's see if we jump on this website. It actually gives us more details and explanations on what's going on in the stock market and all that. So let's do a split. Let's do a forward split, and let's do 2023, or let's do 2022. So let's do 2023. Yes, 2023 is perfect. Now we're actually going to take a look at some of these stocks and what happened to these stocks before or while they announced the stock split, and when the stock split was initiated, and what happened to that particular stock after the split. Now, all these stocks that I'm gonna show you, the examples that I'm gonna use, have a similar trend, and it means that once the stock split just gets initiated, the stocks usually sinks a little bit down and surges up. So let's just take a look at what I'm talking about. So for instance, the first stock I want to use for this tutorial is this stock, which is the Celsius holding, and you can see they did their 3-for-1 stock split in November 15, 2023. It means that if you own one share of Celsius holdings, you will now become a holder of 3 shares, because it's 3-for-1. So this is it, and we could see that the stock split occurred on November 15th. Now let's take a look at this particular share and let's see what happened on November 15th and after November 15th, 2023. So we will definitely see an upward trend. So this is it, and let's do 1.5 year, and we can see that it said it did its stock split on November 15, 2023. So let's go to November 15, 2023. Now this is 2024, or this is 2023. This is November 2023, and then the date is 15th. So for 15th, let's see what happened. And as you can see, the dates will show up here. So let's go all the way to November. This is November 13th, November 15th. Now this is the stock, and this is when they actually announced this is actually when the stock split took place. So you see, as right after the stock split, you see that the stock went down, and then from then it surged up and it went down again, and from then onwards it's been going up. So it went down for about a month and a half, let's just say. After the stock split, it went up, it went down a little bit, but it's increasing in a reducing pace from here to here. So, and it's been increasing, like it's been rising. So this clearly shows you that right after the stock split, the stocks tends to go down a bit, and mostly because people tend to get scared or afraid. They think the split will affect their gains and all that, so people actually tend to take their money out from that particular share, and then that makes it go down for some time, and then once after that it increases and goes upward. So this is actually showing us an upward trend that occurs after a stock split. Now for my second stock, I'm gonna go ahead and use what do you call it? Let's see here, what can I use for my second one? We have MLI, definitely. So let's use MLI. Now MLI did their Moeller Industries, so they did their stock split on October 23rd, 2023. So let's do MLI, and let's see what we're talking about, if it's gonna have a different trend after the split or the same trend after the split. Now this is MLI, and it did its split on October 23rd, 2023. let's just keep this to 1.5 years so we can have a broader picture of what happened and before and afterwards. And the dates are probably going to show up here, and this is October 23rd. Now this is October. Let's jump into October 2023. So this is October. Now this is October 24th. This is October 23rd. This is when the split was initiated. Now you can see it came down just for a few hours or a few days. It came down for about, as you can see, it came down from October 23rd to October 25th, and then it started rising up, and it's been up ever since. So this should tell you that there's something going on with stock split, especially for the bigger stocks or bigger trending stocks. It came down a little bit for just 2 days, and then it's been rising ever since. So that's MLI for you. Now let's also take a look at a different stock. So let's just take a look at the bigger stocks, the trending stocks, for you to see and know how these stock splits affect the stock and how it behaves after the stock split. Let's dive into it, and let's just take a look at Nvidia. So Nvidia actually did their stock split in July 20th, 2021. The previous stock split was initiated on July 20th, 2021. Now, you could see there's an upward trend for Nvidia after the split, and we will see what happened. So as we can see, Nvidia stock did the split, which was actually initiated on June 10th. That was about 6 days ago. And right after the split was initiated, which is a 10-for-1 split, which means that if you own one share, you will become an owner of 10 shares, because the price was trading more than $1,000. So the 10-for-1 reduces to about $120. So this was when the split was initiated, which is June 10th. Now on the June 10th, we could see a sharp downward movement, which is usual, because like I was saying, people feel like, oh, it's not a good time to keep stocks because of a split. The split is gonna make the stock price dip downward, and we don't really know what's gonna happen. So to be safe, let me just take my money out. So the split occurred, and there was a sharp upward movement. I remember that I was actually watching how everything was going, paying attention to how it was moving downward, because I did have some shares in that, and I was like, let's see how it goes. So it did, didn't go down a bit, right? So you could see that there's always a downward movement on the stock for a little while. Some stocks could take about a month or two just to catch up with the split. So you could see that it goes down a little bit, and then it picks up, and then moves up, and then it moves further up. So this is a trend that is actually happening, that has been happening on stock splits, especially for stocks that are actually trending and bigger stocks. So I just want to point this out there so you'll be able to know and capitalize on that. I'm gonna go ahead and make a different video on stocks that are upcoming, that are actually going to initiate short stock splits, so you'll be able to know that yeah, this kind of investment is what you need to do. Put some money on there, you know, wait for a little while for it to gain some weight, and then you can cash it out. So yeah, stock splits actually works. It does, gives you some money. And I'm gonna go ahead and make a video about Nvidia stock split before and after, for you to be able to know why you should take opportunity, you should take an advantage and invest in stocks that are actually about to do splits, that has immediately done splits, for you to be able to make some money. So let's dive into it and still continue what I was doing about the history of stock splits and how they move down a bit and rise up afterwards. I think for a few hours or a day or two, and then it started moving and rising up, and it's still rising up. So this gives you a clear scenario why you should actually make sure you buy stocks before the split, at least few days before the split, because as usually once the company announces the split, it tends to shoot up. So you can just capitalize on that once split is announced. Just make sure you get some of the stocks, buy some of them, as long as the stock has potential for growth in the future. You jump in there, buy some stocks, keep it for a little while. If you imagine, if you bought it here, right before the split, and then the split occurred, and now we are all the way here. Or imagine if you bought it when it was announced few months ago or few weeks ago, and now you should be somewhere here. So from here to here, you've made some gains that you can capitalize on that, and then just take your profit away, invest in something else, or if you want to keep it for future purposes, that's up to you. But yeah, this is what I've been talking about. Make sure you take advantage of stock splits. Know what kind of stock you invest your money in. Let's make money together, you know what I mean. But I'm not done yet. Let me actually go ahead and give you a different scenario using Apple. Now Apple, a lot of people like Apple products. A lot of people want to buy Apple products, you know what I mean. People love Apple. Now let's dive into what Apple did in August 28, 2020. Now Apple also did their stock split in August 28, 2020, and we'll take a look at what happened. So let's dive into that Apple, and let's go all the way back for 5 years, because this happened in 2020, August 28. Now let's see what Apple did. So August 28, 2020. So this is 2020 and this is August, and let's go all the way to 28th of August. '26, '27, 20. Oh, I moved past that. Somewhere around here. Now you can see this was August. Okay, that's August 31st. Let's do August 18th, August 27th. So this is the stock split, actually. August 27th. Now August 27th, this is when the stock split occurred, and you could see that after the stock split, it rose up a little bit, which is weird. Not weird actually, and it dropped all the way. It dropped off after a few hours or a day or two. You could see it started dangling down all the way down, and then after some days it picked up and started rising up. Came down a bit, and then it's been actually dangling up and down, but on an upward trend. So you can see that this is when the split occurred. It came down and it's been shooting upward. So this is where the split occurred. Now, if we take a look at that, see, this is where the split occurred, and there's been an upward movement after the split. You should definitely know you have to take advantage of stock splits. You know what I mean? So that's Apple in August 28, 2020. Now, my last one is actually going to be on Amazon, of course. Now, Amazon did their split in June 3rd, 2023. So let's do Amazon June 3rd, 2023. June 2nd. So somewhere around here, the split occurred. And you can see there's an upward trend. It didn't even drop at all, you know what I mean? It just continued moving up. And, it didn't go down a little bit. And it's been rising ever since. So this is where the split occurred. You can see that there's an upward trend. There is an upward trend, and I'm repeating, there is an upward trend with stock splits, and you got to take advantage of that. So this is what I'm actually talking about when I mean the secret behind stock splits and how to make money with stock splits, investing in the stock market. Knowing what kind of stocks you wanna, focus on, knowing that particular stock or company has a potential for growth. We just did Nvidia, and Nvidia's AI is a booming. It's actually booming. In a way that nobody imagined. So it does have a huge potential for growth, and that is why a lot of people are trying to put their money in there, invest in the AI business. Because if I jump into YouTube right now, everything on YouTube is AI this, AI that, AI this, AI that, bro. So if AI this, AI that, and Nvidia is the mother of AI, why can't we just put in some money in there to make some gains? So make sure you just actually put in money there, make some gains. You know what I mean? Make some gains, and let's just make money together. You know what I mean? So make sure you watch my upcoming videos, and I'll actually put some links in the descriptions below about what happened to Nvidia, specifically before the split and after the split. I actually captured everything, what was going on live. It's for us to know that there's something good going on with Nvidia, and not just Nvidia, all these AI stocks, and there's something good with stock splits that we can capitalize on that to make some gains. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the links in the description. I will also actually make other videos where we'll be able to really understand when we actually need to put in money into stock splits, or is it actually good to put in money before the splits, or is it actually good to put money in after the splits? You know what I mean? When do you need to buy? When do you need to jump into the market to make own some shares? Do you have to do it before the split? Do you have to do it after the split? Do you have to do it when it's announced? What kind of stocks do you need to invest your money in? before stock splits to capitalize on that and make some gains, just like I'm showing you right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring you other videos about that, and I'll link them in the description below, so you'll be able to understand what's going on in the market, especially with stock splits and in the stock market, to make use of that, to take advantage of that, to make some gains. So thank you for watching, and make sure you hit the subscribe button and follow for more videos. Catch you in the next one.